Hey comic book fans, welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Geezers. I am your host, Wild Bill, the Unknown Comic, and the founding father of the show who thought of it all right here.
I'm Pete. How's everybody doing? Welcome once again to Comic Book Geezers. Today it's another villain episode, Villain Spotlight, and today we're going to look at perhaps the granddaddy of them all, the most famous villain from any comic book publisher, none other than the Joker from DC Comics.
Holy glare, Batman.
Yeah.
Take care of that in a second. The Joker, the most famous villain in comic book history.
There we go.
He had his own series in DC Comics. This is from 1975. I think this only went like 12 or 13 issues, The Joker. Didn't go very high.
I think most Marvel and DC figured out eventually that you can have a very popular villain doesn't mean he needs to have his own series, right? But he's got to be featured going up against good guys all the time, but as having their own series. I think we were talking recently that the only long-standing series from either publisher featuring a villain as a main character was Tomb of Dracula. Right? They tried, like Dr. Doom.
He's more of a monster, not really a villain. But because he's horror-themed, he went longer than anybody else.
Yep, exactly. But the Joker is amazing, because the Joker is, again, no superpowers. He is just evil, psychotic.
They even plug it inside.
Yeah. It's like, please check out all the back issues. Get them while they're hot. The Clown Prince of Gotham.
Yes.
And it's amazing how the Joker changed a little bit through the years, because he was
sorry to interrupt, but I forgot to bring my Batman Treasury Edition #1, which is a reprint
from back in the beginning,
and it shows the Joker, which I forgot to bring. But this kind of reflects the old Joker face from the 40s.
Yep. He was more of just a clown guy who did stupid pranks and robbed banks and all that kind of stuff. But he became like a killer.
They also turned him into a criminal mastermind. Yeah. They play him off as being insane, but he's insanely
intelligent.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say insanely accurate with his
total
his
psychopath.
thought process.
Total psychopath and absolutely a killer. He would think nothing of killing, obviously anybody who works with Batman or Batman himself.
Even his own henchmen, he has no problem killing.
Yeah.
Here he is going against Two-Face.
Yep.
Got Two-Face in here. But definitely, if you're going to talk comic book villains, the Joker is probably the #1 villain that's going to pop into your mind.
Yeah.
Right? And I didn't know about Joker until I started watching Adam West's Batman show in the 60s when I was a kid. I used to love that show.
Cesar Romero.
That's where I got introduced to all the Batman villains, but the Joker was the #1.
Yeah.
Cesar Romero.
Yeah.
Laugh.
And they made him make him a little silly back then.
Yeah.
But he has become he's a seriously bad guy.
And he was a great actor, Cesar Romero.
Oh, yeah.
He was a serious drama actor.
He totally was.
And he took on the role of the Joker, and he did an excellent job with it, even though that book is more 40s and 50s comic book style.
True.
Storyline telling. Here's another issue to show off the Joker. Jack Nicholson, the Joker. This was made when the Tim Burton Batman movie came out in 1989. This is the magazine gloss version. This was almost $5. It was like $4.95, and then they made a newspaper magazine glossy paper type. This is a hard paper stock cover. So they made two different covers, and I sold the other one. But this basically parallels the movie. You can watch the movie and read this comic, and this comic follows the movie word for word. It's like having a movie script in your hand. So that's why I bought this. I thought this was kind of a collector's item. I think they did this also for the second Batman movie. I don't know if they did it for the third, but another money-making.
It's funny. Almost forget that Jack Nicholson played the Joker, right? So it's so long ago now, right?
Yeah, 1989.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like some people don't like his performance. I thought he did a good job.
At the time we all thought it was great, but then Heath Ledger did his performance.
Yeah, but you can't compare the two, and I'll tell you why. Because
they're very different, yeah.
But this is the 1940s style.
Yeah.
Character.
Nicholson took a continuation of Cesar Romero's character,
yes.
I think, whereas Heath Ledger is more of the
like Frank Miller Dark Knight,
right? Exactly.
Style
Yeah, the more modern Joker,
a lot more vicious. Yes.
Yeah.
Here you go. So probably the most important Joker magazine you could ever buy a comic is this one, probably. This Batman the Killing Joke. Which I've never opened this.
Yeah, he's read mine.
Yes.
I got the
but this is the book that gives the origin of the Joker. And this came out in 1987 or 1988, this book. If you see this book in pink, that's the reprint version of this book. You want it with this green. This is the original first printing. They did do a reprint in fluorescent pink. But this story tells of the Joker when he was married, right? And working, and he owed people money. So this is the first time that they actually get into the story of the origin of the Joker.
Yeah.
And he had been in Batman since, 1940 to like 1988, 87, so like 47 years before they decided to put something out. And this is a great story. Good storyline.
And basically how this kind of plays out is you get, Batman shows up at Arkham Asylum where the Joker's being held, prisoner, obviously. And he's asking questions of him. And these guys know each other very, very well. But as you can see, Batman wants some answers for him. And then, of course, we go into the origin story. So it's not only a great story for you get the origin, but it also goes a little bit deeper into the relationship between these two guys, which is like... You almost have to have that. They've gone into this kind of idea over the years about how Batman and the Joker kind of need each other in a weird way. They're almost like codependent.
Yeah.
And even though like Batman,
there's a love-hate situation.
There totally is.
The Joker almost has like a kinship with him, like a friendship
in a weird way.
Yeah.
They hate each other. They probably wish each other dead, but would they ever actually kill the other?
I think the Joker has made comments that it wouldn't be any fun if Batman
wasn't around. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
But out of my entire Batman collection, I've got maybe... Let me take this out of the bag. Blair's pissing me off. I've got maybe 70 or 80, but this is the only one with the Joker in it. I have a bunch. I have some with Two-Face, some with Ra's al Ghul.
Scarecrow.
I don't have any Scarecrow.
Clayface.
I don't have any of him.
No.
I got Mr. Freeze. I got Riddler. Some Penguin. I got all the other, but no, this is the only one with the Joker in it. I got a couple of one-hit wonders also, but to find a Batman comic nowadays with the Joker on it is usually going to cost you some money.
Yeah, the older ones. Yeah.
I got this one at a con for I don't know, maybe $4. It's priced at $5, but usually there's a discount when you go. So I probably got this for like $4. It's a little ripped. No, it's not. It just looks illusion. Then, about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, issue 1000 of Detective Comics. So I went with this one. There was like 15, 20 different covers to pick from.
I bought 2 of them, but yeah, I wanted them all. But I mean, they were not cheap.
I went with this one because the Joker, the way they drew him on this one, and I went for the 1940s style on that.
That's totally throw back to that.
Definitely cool. That's what I got for Joker covers.
So here, he's not on the cover here, but he's a major part of this book. So this is the whole Death in the Family storyline. So this is when Joker kills Robin, Jason Todd, right?
And Jason Todd is what, the second or third?
Was he the third? God, I'm losing count. Yeah, I don't remember if he was the second or third. I think he followed Dick Grayson, right? Dick Grayson.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know exactly. But, yeah, this is a really good storyline. Again, showing just how sadistic the Joker can be. And for those of you who remember, back in the day when DC was thinking about maybe getting rid of Jason Todd, the reason they were is because a lot of people were complaining they didn't like Jason Todd. They didn't like him as Robin. So they put like some kind of poll or survey out there
to rub him out,
or say would you be heartbroken if we got rid of Jason?
So
Todd?
They're asking for a thumbs down,
right? And the fans were like, yeah, get rid of him. So who better to kill him than of course the Joker, right? So here, this is the death issue,
and this is what that took place in the 70s.
No, this was in the 80s, I believe.
Okay, so it's not in Neil Adams.
Yeah, hold on. I'll let me find out exactly when this was.
I thought it was in the 70s.
It may have been the late 70s. You might be correct here. Let's see. 1988 and 89.
Oh, okay.
Wow, it's a little
after
further
I
up.
was collecting.
Yeah, it's a little
after the
further up,
fact.
actually. Yeah. So, but yeah, if you want to, I think there's.
Oh, okay.
So here is, we'll show it to you actually. Spoiler alert, if you haven't read this, you're going to see it. So here is the whole death of Jason Todd sequence right before your eyes. Oh. So here, of course, he's got a what do you call it? What do you call this?
What
do you call that?
Crowbar.
So the Joker has a crowbar. He gets he gets Robin in his sights, and then, of course, here comes the death blows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clubs to the head and the back of the neck.
Oh.
Obviously, you know what it's going to be when Batman comes onto the scene. He's actually not dead yet, but he's like near death. He's still kind of crawling around, and I'm just trying to... And then, of course... Kaboom.
Remember when they beat Joe Pesci's brother in the end of Casino? He's still breathing, leave him alone.
Exactly, yep, exactly.
Same here with Robin, still breathing.
And here...
Oh, there you go.
There we go. So, yeah, pretty well done. I think, DC had a way with doing these, like, big deaths, so to speak. I got tons of Joker stories and things in various different trade publications.
That's a thick one there.
Yeah, it's a big, thick one. This is pretty cool. This is from the New 52, so this is
Joker.
New
Joker stuff.
It's like the super serum, right? And he becomes like strong Joker. There's the Brian Azzarello Joker. Blazzarello, which is pretty cool too. I mean, there's just so many Joker stories. Obviously, in more recent times, all good stuff. But yeah, he's just amazing. Yeah, there you go.
Just picking some poses. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I mean I didn't grab any more. I mean, I could have grabbed so much stuff, but there's just he is he's been the thorn in Batman's side for decades and decades and decades.
The ultimate villain.
Yeah. And he's had so many like weird incarnations. He always every 10 years they make him look differently. They make him even more twisted, and it's just. And I think that's what you have to do when you have a villain like this. You've got to constantly reinvent him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Which Marvel hasn't been really good at with a lot of their classic villains, unfortunately. So, but I think DC has had to do that with a few of them, especially someone like the Joker. And interesting too. Maybe we'll do a separate. Have we done an episode on the Injustice series of books? I don't remember. Anyway, but in that whole storyline starts off because the Joker kills Lois Lane.
Okay.
And Superman flips out and decimates the Joker.
Ooh.
And Batman is pissed off because, Batman, this whole thought process is you don't kill the villains, you lock them up.
And let justice run
its course, and we rehabilitate them. And
but Lois Lane
Superman was like, no, killed. How could you even take that stance? He killed my
girlfriend.
Lois. And that started the whole war between the superheroes, between Superman's side and Batman's side. All over the Joker.
Another one I forgot to bring, and it just hit me now, was, and I've already shown it, so it kind of in a repeat effect, was that recent Marvel DC Treasury edition of the Hulk and Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Joker's in there, and he tells the Hulk, hey, I'm on your side, I got green hair.
And Hulk's dumb enough
to be like, huh? And he points to Batman, he's like, that's the guy who's out to break your balls. He's look at him with his pointy ears, he's no good, and the Hulk goes after Batman. But then Batman knocks the Hulk out with a sidekick to the solar plexus.
I know, right?
It's come on, man. But the Joker was really good at manipulating the Hulk.
Anybody, yeah.
Because he starts talking to him, and the Hulk doesn't trust him. He's like, look, I got green hair like you. I wouldn't lie to you.
Yeah.
So, Joker, very clever, conniving character.
And he doesn't play well with the other villains in the Batman universe. He has worked with them plenty of times over the years, but in the end, the Joker's really only looking out for himself.
He's a lone wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we haven't mentioned her, but again, another great aspect of the whole Joker character is his relationship with Harley Quinn.
Yeah, but she came in after I started collecting.
Way later. But I think they've been a kind of...
And there's some people out there that don't like her, apparently. True Batman and Joker fans, I don't know.
I think the younger fans really dig her character a lot. And I get it. You got to come up with some new characters, right?
She's evil. But anyway, that's it. What else have we got for you? Before we go, I've been drawn, as you know.
Yeah.
Comic Book Geezers, issue 17. The Adventures of the Wooden Scroll, starring Wood and Thornos. As you can see, Wood's got a target on his tree. He says, "Come on, Thornos, let's see what you got." And Thornos says, "But I don't want to hurt you, Wood." And Wood says, "Don't worry about me, kid. I have the powers of petrified wood." I have the power of petrified wood. So there you have it.
So they actually don't wind up battling. You have to wait to.
No, they're actually on the same side.
On the same side. Okay.
But he wants to try. Wood is trying to entice Thornos to, attack him at full power, because then Wood can assess Thornos' destructive capabilities and use him as his minion. But Thornos, who looks up to his idol Wood, is afraid he'd hurt his idol, so he's like, "I don't want to hurt you, Wood." So Wood has to let him know, "You can't hurt me, kid. I have the powers of petrified wood." You know what I mean? So instead of going with The Adventures of Wood, I twisted the title a little bit and called it The Adventures of the Wooden Scroll.
There you go. The continuing saga of Wood.
Yes, more Adventures of Wood. And if you don't like wood, you can always get it on a coffee mug.
There you go. Or a t-shirt.
T-shirt. The Adventures of Wood. So there you have Thornos.
Nice.
And the third Wood cartoon I've done. And we're still at 2 cents.
All right.
Issue 17.
Price increase is coming.
How do you know? You haven't seen them yet.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Well, it's a good guess, I guess. But anyway.
So one of these days we're going to have to see. I'm waiting for the day where we see a Fiend Wood battle.
Oh,
that would be epic.
It would be.
Yeah.
I got to go back to that. I haven't drawn any Fiend in a while.
You haven't.
Did a lot of Fiend comic book drawing, which, by the way, someone said was absolutely horrible. Thank you. Remember that comment? It was supposed to be horrible, dude. That's the whole joke. But thanks for saying so. Anyway, I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for being here as always. We need you to click the like button. Please like this video so that we can get some more exposure to other comic book fans that want to see great comic book content. So we appreciate you for hitting that like button. And hit the notification bell to stay in the loop every time we got a new video. And that's about all I got.
Deep. That's all, folks. I am Pete. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you real soon.
Be good. Bye-bye.